This is the championship match, 2004 Australian Open.
Well, a quick overrule. I like that from the chair. First point. I think you'll find Clijsters work over the Henin Arden forehand. Obviously, they've played one another 17 times and whatever, and they know one another's strengths and weaknesses. But I think you'll find Clijsters keeping away from the backhand. There's another one to the forehand. But the forehand has improved. Good serve here, short ball, but doesn't get this one away. Look where it goes, down the middle of the court. Henin Arden didn't have to take more than one step. Concentration there for that passing shot.
Oh, good forehand there, just going to the open court. Clijsters moving into the court, couple of steps inside the baseline. That's where she'll want to play this match.
Comfortable opening service game. Justine Henin serves for the first time.
We know that Justine Henin's really been working on her game, trying to be more consistent, trying to move into the court, finish the point off with volleys. But I think we'll see Kim Clijsters really trying to work the pointer out. Some big baseline shots, but she'll want to finish quite a lot of the points off at the net also.
Henin Arden actually didn't take the #1 ranking with either or both of those Grand Slam title wins at the French and US Opens. It was the win in Zurich in October that elevated her to #1. The 13th woman to hold the #1 singles ranking.
Seen quite a few errors in the first couple of games. I think there's a bit of tension out there on the court. Well, 180 kilometres per hour, I would say that is the fastest serve for this tournament for Justine Henin Arden.
It's only 3 Ks off the biggest women's serve in the tournament. Top serving by Henin Arden to hold serve. 1 game all.
She knows she has to bring her A game in every one of her service games. She's been serving pretty consistently up around 177, 179 throughout the week, but She just is trying to get a couple of extra kilometres there to put the pressure on Clijsters.
Only just missed, though. Career prize money, $6 million for Inner Ardennes, $8 million for Clijsters. Half that won last year alone. Overhitting on the forehand again.
That's the wing that will make the errors under pressure. But that disparity in the prize money again is the fact that Clijsters has won 11 tour doubles titles.
7 of those last year, 2
Yep.
Grand Slam doubles titles.
There's a fair bit of change in those.
Was the toughest rally of the match so far, and Clijsters should have stayed in it.
The only double fault so far from either player.
This will crank up the pressure, though, on Clijsters' serve. Tried for the sharp angle, cross court, and found the net in Ardennes.
That's a tough one to play, to roll this one cross court, and a fine volley here, little angle, but in Ardennes, a tough one there to try and get that from below the net with topspin. The slice was the shot there.
Clijsters.
On serve, 2 games to 1. Clijsters' first set.
It's such a strange match. Their stats, the way they play, their age, everything. It's so similar. The whole setup is a very interesting match.
So maybe mental toughness will tell the difference in the end.
That goes down as a forced error on the forehand, not an unforced error, because Clijsters was making the pace with that cross-court forehand and had Ardennes on the run.
59.
Height advantage, Clijsters by 7 centimetres, nearly 3 inches. More weight behind her shots. Definitely worked hard to muscle up a little in the last season or two.
Fine touch on that backhand volley. There's no mistake about this one. Look, eye on the ball. Just play the angle.
Well, there's no out call, except from Clijsters, but there's not going to be any overrule. Shake of the head from Sandra de Jenkin.
And I think that Anna Ardern had a second look at that because she thought that it had missed. And there was no call, but it did miss.
Kim was exactly right, wasn't she? 2 inches.
Oh, that's a big call too.
Could have been 30 all second serve here.
Kim just getting a little bit more weight of shot on her ground strokes at the moment, forcing Henin just to stay 1 or 2 feet behind the baseline. She really wants to keep her there so she can create the angles. That was a passive return.
Go. Another.
Didn't do enough with that one. Clijsters.
2 games.
Justine Henin is probably not much more than about 55 kilos dripping wet. So she's giving away about 10 or 12 kilos to her opponent. And that makes a difference on weight of shot.
Beautifully played point. Interesting right from the returner serve. Anna Ardern blocked that one back. She didn't go for the forehand, and then they got into this rally. Great stretch there from Clijsters and a fine angle to finish it off with. Didn't try and do too much with it, just found the angle, and a full stretch from Anna Ardern can't make it.
We talked about Kim Clijsters being a little bit heavy. You would think that would perhaps hinder her movement around the court a little bit, but she's one of the fastest and fittest individuals on the tour, Kim Clijsters. Excellent mover. Return there from Anna Ardern, just really move forward, cut the angle off here, rip that cross court. What an angle. This is a little bit of a play here just to hit that backhand slice, just to drop it down nice and low, give a target for herself.
Kim's got to do a little bit more on the approach shot.
And that brings up our first break point of the match. first set.
Well, not a difficult approach, that one, but good tactics. And Arden dropping the ball short and teasing Clijsters to come to the net.
Fred, do you think Justine is affected at all by the fact that she knows that probably 90% of this crowd here are behind Kim Clijsters?
I don't think she even knows that. I don't think she worries about that stuff. I think she is so focused on the job at hand when she's out there. Concentration levels are terrific for her, I think.
And on the other hand, do you think Kim is going to feed off that crowd, or do you think she's feeling a little bit more pressure perhaps to deliver?
Well, I just think the fact is when she plays against Justine in these big matches, there is a mental block. You know, she made a couple of unforced errors or not good shots to lose her serve, and that's got to worry her because she's lost the next 3 points very, very quickly. Henin Arden's gone to 40 love in a hurry.
And Arden.
That's 4 unforced errors there. That's just what you need if you break serve. You come round and you say, oh boy, I hope if I get an easy game here, it couldn't be any easier than that game.
That's right. Put some more pressure on right now.
She's back serving again now, thinking about the last service game. She picks up a bit of confidence now, and 4-2. She can open her shoulders now and go for some of her favourite shots, whereas to achieve the break, she was playing little slices and... Clijsters still going to continue to go to the forehand wing on the serve, and she's got to mix it up a little bit, but that's where she should be going.
Good 1-2 that she wants, the slice out wide. Justine not able to get into position to have a good swing at that, brings up the short ball.
Clijsters.
Well, there are no mistakes, really, are there, when you think about it? from Justine. She was out of the point there, hit an excellent wide forehand. Defensive shot, brought her back into the point. 22 shots in that rally, and she hung very tough. It's going to really give something to Kim Clijsters to think about. She must stay in some pretty long points here to build some of her confidence up.
She was there in plenty of time, but fully aware of the fact that she expected, Henin then expected her to make a return drop shot. And it went deep, tries to push it deep, couldn't control it.
Justine. Very quickly to move in here. Good shuffling to get into the right position. And gets right above this net. Well, she could have hit that perhaps in a different place on the court. Right back to Clijsters. Too strong.
That's brilliant.
Cain.
Plays that one so well because she can create her own pace off that. And she gives it plenty of air over the net, gets it high over the net with a lot of excessive topspin to bring it down in a hurry. She went forward, hesitated, took the 4 steps back. That's a little lack of confidence going in and looking for a good volley.
Oh, Justine looking very solid from the baseline.
Clijsters being forced to try for just a little too much.
Exactly right. Yeah, she's starting to press now.
She is to break here. She's the one that will be starting serving the second set.
3 set points. set. Just short of 30, in fact, just ticked over 30 minutes on the match clock. Again, 6 games to 3.
A lot of work to be done here with Arden in full flight at the moment.
Thank you.
Clijsters really needs to try to stay in some of these points, get a little bit of perhaps more height over the net, more depth, keep the ball deeper.
Arden always rubs it in too with a little LA after the winner. Like, I'm on a roll here. Move over.
She is mentally very, very tough.
The match is being played, though, at Arden's pace. It seems like she's the one that's almost not allowing Kim to get into a rhythm here. Kim looks like she's just a half a step, perhaps too late, or not quite unbalanced for her shots.
Clijsters not coming forward quite so much now, not being allowed to.
Attempted the drop shot here. What's the reaction to Arden? She looks up to a group there and points the finger at her head and says, "Oh yeah, smart move."
She's never happy just to stay back and play the ground stroke and let the ball come onto the racket. Just taking the little adjustment steps, moving into the court when she can. And Arden taking her opportunities always.
One game to love. Second set for Arden and Clijsters on the back foot.
Tough to see what Clijsters can do to get back into this, because she hasn't been serving too badly. 57% of first serves in the first set. It's not that bad.
Considering Justine's first serve percentage is 46% for the match, only 33% in that last game. But when the first serve goes in, 100% of the time she's winning the point.
Well, she's had a week and a half to prepare for it.
Yeah, and she didn't. that was the point. The Henin was ready with the racket in behind the shoulder blades, and Clijsters never moved the racket until the ball bounced. And that plays on your mind. A little bit of pressure here. 3 double faults for the match. Henin knows it's coming there.
She does.
Yeah, she was sitting on it, but she knows they've played one another, as we mentioned, 17 times. She knows when it's coming to the forehand side.
Kim serves it out to the forehand so often. Do you think that that can almost play Justine's forehand in?
Oh, well, I think you've got to go back there if you're getting the errors, which she is getting. It's better than going to the backhand.
Cain, Clijsters.
Well, that was a must-win game.
1 game.
What a volley. That was clean. Excellent technique here. Moves in, takes the swinging volley, does the split step, looks for it. And great hands from Justine on that one.
She's played 3 of them, and she's been successful on 2 out of the 3. And very well disguised, this one. It's a good return. There's a very well disguised the drop shot, and Clijsters very quick around the court, but couldn't quite get there.
Both these players have won 78% of all matches that they've ever played. They've both won 82% of all matches they've ever played at the Australian Open. Yeah.
They've almost won the same amount of WTA singles tournaments. They have a different style of game of playing, but so many similarities about these two players. Split much apart with these two girls, but at the moment the big difference is their mental status. Kim Clijsters just doesn't look comfortable out there. She was just saying on that forehand, she said, "La, too late," and she's catching it behind the body, and I don't think she's just not reading it as well as she normally does.
15 long.
I'm going to say gamesmanship, but Henin knows that Kim Clijsters likes to play in a hurry, likes to get on with the job, and she's held her up on 3 or 4 occasions. Just puts the hand up and says, hang on, I'm not ready.
13 long.
The crowd are happy with this, just sensing a little bit of needing help.
Ran around a forehand to play a backhand then. Henin got herself in trouble. She had to move another 3 or 4 metres to run that down. A good volley from Clijsters.
She's really in trouble at this point. And I don't think she's hit a better low backhand volley than that one.
That's the best point she's played in the match, because she had to stretch for the overhead, forced away into the net, and it was a good overhead from Henin, and a good lob from Henin, and then the stretch overhead. So that'll give her a bit of confidence. 2-all. Has yet to have a break point. Hasn't pushed Henin on serve at all.
Long 15.
Talk about aiming for the lines, though.
Yeah,
230.
Couldn't have been any better. Right in the corner.
That was a calm point from Henin after being down love 30. Set the point up very well. It almost looks like Kim's forehand, when she's trying to assert it and be a little bit more proactive, it looks much better when she's moving in the court.
Yeah, well, I think that, you know, midway through that rally, she had a short ball, and if she has a crack at it, comes in. If Henin makes an error, it's 15-40, but to get back into the rally, she kept herself under pressure and finishes up missing.
Come on. 14, 13.
That's
Henin wants that ball.
Yeah, the same one.
Yeah.
That'll be the lucky one.
Amazing how players, their little superstitions.
Cain. And now
So from love 30, and Arden holds 3-2, second set.
Well, we've talked about the return of serve of both women here in this final.
A lot more variety as well from the deliveries of Henin Arden, whereas Kim has really nailed her positions and stayed out wide. Hit to the forehand with a lot more consistency.
Oh. 15 low.
Chance to come in again there, Clijsters, and didn't take it.
That's right.
And got punished with this.
Yeah. Whereas for Justine, when she sniffs a half a chance, she's onto it. She doesn't let any opportunities pass her by. You may only get one little chance in each point. You must take it.
Well, it's the fear of getting past, and I guess with good reason. Four double faults.
Well, now can Kim dig deep and try to get herself out of this little bit of trouble here on her service? Justine was down love 30 in her last service game.
Good serve. Had to be. Gee, the return off the second serve landed right on the baseline. Clijsters did very well.
Well, that was an unusually wild backhand there for Justine. Not happy with herself. Play that Justine quite often at the moment on her forehand is just slicing that ball back, letting it float and making Kim, she's having to generate all the power on her forehand. It's something she doesn't like to do.
Next, for service. Next, for service. High advantage. And now
Break point.
Oh, this is the danger zone for Clijsters. Have you seen a player that likes to hit a passing shot more than Henin Arden?
She certainly enjoys it
Almost
and
looks
doesn't
like
mind letting you know.
No, it almost looks like she salivates when she sees there's the opening and
her psychological game plan.
Full of confidence now, Arden, and the technique on the volley has always been good.
15 low.
Bends down in that one and knows she's only got to make it into the open court. Head of the racket up.
Last time one particular player lost to another in 3 successive Grand Slams was Chris Evert to Martina Navratilova in the early 1980s. But that's a stat that hasn't figured in Kim Clijsters' thinking.
No.
Have lost a bunch of Grand Slam finals before they had a breakthrough. I think Yvonne Lendl was 5 or 6 of them before he got through, maybe even more. And a lot of the players struggle out there until they get their first win, and then they continue on. So. The first opportunity she's had.
15-14.
So I brought the crowd to a good voice.
And she needed that. Was really standing back deeply in the court. It didn't look like she was really going out after the serves of Henin. She must consolidate here.
Two unforced errors.
trading going on there with the two girls, but I'm not sure whether that just slipped through a little bit quicker perhaps, that last one.
That's what she meant to do 2 points ago.
30.
Didn't miss by much either, the reply from Henin. Completely off balance, so if it had landed on the line, it's problematical whether she'd have been able to get a shot on it.
Henin Arden holding her up again, so Clijsters, smart thing, just back off.
Second set.
Well done there, Kim Clijsters. That was a tough volley to make. Lots of topspin on that reply from Henin Arden. Made the volley and then covered the line, forcing Henin Arden to go for the most difficult cross-court, the flick. She was on the run, and to get prepared to make that one, that's the tough one.
Huge response from the crowd here, with Clijsters fighting back in this second set.
Love 15.
With a bit of a momentum change here.
Love 30.
Where Clijsters has to make things happen here. Love 30.
She's not going to make it happen.
No, but that one she's got to give a little bit more air to. That,
Yeah.
There's no need to do that.
She wasn't trying to do anything big on
No.
it. Same again.
Situation like that, she's got plenty of room over the net. Both those have found the tape.
You'd almost rather miss long than into the net.
Oh, second double in this game. Break point for Clijsters.
But she's the first one out on court, and she's ready to go.
Last time they played at Fielderstadt towards the end of last year, Clijsters came from a set down to win.
One down the line, says if you can get it past me, fine. Great court coverage, net coverage there, perfectly executed volley.
And then Kim throwing up that slower ball, just changing the rhythm a little bit.
Threw it up to the forehand side, though. Yep. She got away from that backhand in a hurry. Smart move. Easy one, this one, and didn't quite get that one on the strings. Became an easy shot there for this beautifully struck backhand.
Some heavy hitting coming from Ardennes into the court.
She's basically doing what Clijsters did in their last game to take it to her. You've got to be aggressive. It's no good being passive and just getting that ball back. And Clijsters got to keep that ball a little bit deeper.
Another break point here in favour this one of Ardennes, looking to square up again at 5-all.
Thank you.
Didn't come off that cleanly off Ardennes' forehand either.
It's a mum there.
Yep.
Chewing a lip.
Yes, well played. Good point. Concentration, shoulder turn. That one wasn't coming back.
Well, it was Ardennes against Davenport when she was down and in trouble.
Ardennes making Clijsters wait here.
again.
Must commit. She did. Set point.
Advantage, Clijsters.
Second time.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
well done.
Clijsters. 6 games to 4.
This will bring the crowd to their feet. Popular young lady. She was all but out of this, 6-3, 4-2. She's strung together 4 games in a row.
1 to all.
An hour and 12 minutes, the match in progress. 42 minutes, that second set. Much tighter affair than the opening set.
This will be interesting now. Neither of these girls have played a third set here at the Open.
That's the first loss of a set for both of them.
15 love.
Well, they're 3-all in 3-set matches.
Of course, we'd imagine that, wouldn't we? They met their boyfriends around the same time, and Kim has now just accepted a ring from Leighton, and Justine just got married last year. They're on a similar path.
And Ardennes won both their Grand Slam final meetings last year at the French and US Opens in straight sets. But when they played in the semi-finals of the French in 2001, that match went to 3 sets. Clijsters won that.
Yeah, the finals of the French this year, Clijsters was very upset with the performance there. The first set was over for the blink of an eye. He really had to struggle to get into the match.
15 love.
Would you tend to favour Henin now on clay, just because she looks as though she's perhaps a little bit more solid on her ground strokes, or not necessarily so?
Depends on all that sort of stuff. I think depends on Kim. If she's hitting the ball solidly enough there, she can get into a good net position. But that's just well hit point, well struck all round from both ends of the court there.
32.
I think on clay, Henin Ardennes is probably a little more consistent.
Generally on clay, if one of the players has a little bit of a mobility problem, then that really is exposed so much more. But both these girls move so well around the court. They've grown up on clay. Didn't say that either one would have an advantage there either.
A couple of big points here, early stages, third set. Well, she's continuing to go for the forehand, which she has to do in Ardennes. That's where she's made some errors. But if she doesn't keep going for it, then you lose confidence in it and you make a lot more.
They've played 8 times on hard courts, 5-3 to Clijsters.
A little angle to Clijsters' backhand, be it the two-handed backhand or the slice, has paid dividends today with Clijsters having to move forward.
Tense moment here, due second serve.
Oh, that one called wide.
Oh, she's really mixed up her service very well today, Henin Ardennes.
Settle down, steady. Stop the rot here. 30 love.
Out to the forehand again, finding the corner. Just letting Kim Clijsters have a look in here.
Serve regardless, Henin Ardennes, despite those lapses on serve, and is up 3-love in the final set.
Most of the errors are finding the net. They're not going long. all of them are into the net, so she's got to give the ball a little bit more air, get it up and over that net by 3 feet or a metre or so. And go for the ones with the give herself a little bit more margin for error, and that shot there is not going to make her feel any better.
No, that's normally the confidence shot she likes to hit.
Another unforced error. 35 for Clijsters in the match, 29 for Henin. But on the score of winners, Henin hitting 2-1.
She knows that serve's coming there, and she's made some errors. She put one in the bottom of the net to lose the second set. A little bit of a different pressure situation there than now. She was a break up and just freewheeling it off the forehand. Two terrific winners.
Ferguson spring in a step.
Forcing Clijsters to look in all corners of the court. And excellent stretch. Great touch there on that last volley.
Thank you.
What Justine, you good thing.
Not the same tenacity now with Clijsters. Again, from a metre behind the baseline, she cracks this one down the line. I think that's where she's got to go on a few more occasions. If she could just break serve here. Let's serve here and just start building blocks to try and get into this.
Interesting movement there, though, from Anna Arden to move around her backhand. Try to go for that open forehand. Off forehand.
Clijsters still a battle ahead. So the Clijsters fans live in hope again. Still one breakdown, but cause for hope at 1-4.
She hit the right shot. She got the backhand down the line to force the opening. Control the forehand herself.
There was no call there from the linesman. He had his hands over his eyes. He was unsighted. She would have hung Clijsters dead to rights and it cleared the net.
Oh, she was 2 feet behind the baseline.
So a big ask from here.
It's rather an odd shot selection at that particular point.
Clijsters holds. 4-2 on and there in the third set. With a broken hand.
Oh,
very interesting game coming up here. 7th game of the 3rd and decisive set. Either Clijsters can break and get right back into the meat of this match, or Henin goes out comfortably to a 5-2 lead. But Henin has started to miss a couple the last 2 games and has allowed Clijsters back into this position. New balls at 4-2. Same position Clijsters was in the 2nd set, down 4-2, and she ran off 4 games. She's been down 4-love here.
Well, if you're going to hit that shot, it needs to go a little closer to the net. Just telegraphed Anna Arden and certainly allowed her with too much time to move in to take that one. And this is exactly what she did.
In the second set.
Yeah. There's 2 double faults in a row.
Forehands out.
Well, she took a good crack at it as well.
Back points for Clijsters.
Thank you.
Rhythm on the serves gone at the moment.
Back into the comfort zone with that backhand. Well, not comfort zone in terms of the score, still a break point.
It was beautifully struck though, this isn't it? Out through towards the target, 135 kilometres an hour. That's struck very firmly, and she has a good talk to herself after it.
Process.
This is just a huge occasion for both of them, but perhaps more so for Kim Clijsters.
Definitely. Got something to prove. At 3-4 in the third set.
Thank you. Line 52.
Well, it was that forehand there that did the damage.
Yes, unloaded on both those. First to one side, then the other. Getting a fair degree of success when she gets out wide to Henin's forehand.
The way she comes up and whips up over that ball. Yes, well played. Again into the serve, into the forehand, now it's tight. Another one there now.
Thank you.
Oh.
I thought the first one was a little bit tight.
Yeah, that one was halfway down the net. try again. Deep into that corner.
It's just been a slow process of wearing that forehand down, hasn't it?
No, the call was right. Just a slight hesitancy before it was made, but the call was right.
Whoa.
I don't think Leighton could watch that second serve either. Getting the ball toss out a bit too far out in front.
Well, she's fallen down. Everything's fallen down. They're all going into the net. So the shoulder comes down, the head comes down. Tension.
Well, and Clijsters knew it as well. She went to the backhand every time that Henin has had the passing shot on the forehand. She's gone straight up the sideline. A missed opportunity there for Clijsters.
Break point. It's out. It's out. And it's not out, it's in. It's caught the line by the barest mark.
Photography gallery, every single camera is down on Henin, waiting in anticipation. Let's hope that Kim can hang in on this game.
Yeah, she's got to put that last game out of her mind.
That last contentious line call out of her mind.
Easy for us to say sitting in here.
And 2 points from the match at 5-3, 30-15. For the French and US Open champion, poised for her third successive victory over her Belgian compatriot Kim Clijsters. Three successive Grand Slam singles titles for 21-year-old Justine Henin. The French and US Open championships last year, and now the 2004 Australian Open title. In 1 hour 47 minutes, the third successive victory over her compatriot Kim Clijsters. 6-3, 4-6, 6-3.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce up on the stage, and I know you'll give her a huge round of applause, our runner-up for the women's singles for 2004 from Belgium, Kim Clijsters.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Justine. I think she played a great final, and in the end, she was too good, so well done. This has been an incredible 2 weeks for me. Maybe 2.5 weeks ago, I didn't even think that I was going to be able to participate here. So, although I lost, I'm still very, very thankful to so many people and who made it possible for me to come out here and start the tournament. So I want to thank my physio, the WTA physios. They've been really, almost 24 hours a day have been treating me and trying to get me as fit as I could be. So thank you, everyone. I also want to thank my coach. He's been a great supporter of me, and we've known each other for so long. So thank you always for your support. I feel bad talking with my back to them, but I don't mean to. I'll just turn around. I want to thank my mom, who is here throughout these weeks. Francis, thank you for all your help. Martin, my sponsor from Fila, thank you so much. Leighton's parents, thank you for always the support. And you guys, I want to thank you so much for all the support. You're probably the most professional crowd I've ever played in front of, and whenever I come to watch Davis Cup matches, I mean, of course you go for the Aussies, but you always, you're very, you know your sports, and that's why I'm very proud to be marrying an Aussie as well. So thank you.
It's a tough act to follow, but it gives me great pleasure to welcome. Well, she's won the French, she's won the US Open, she's now the Australian Open champion. Justine Henin is the Australian Open champion for 2004.
Should be fine. Thank you very much. I want to congratulate Kim for sure for a wonderful tournament she played again. She wasn't sure that she could play, and she did, and she fought a lot, so congratulations for this unbelievable tournament. I want to thank for sure the tournament director, all the organization, the major sponsor Cain, and all the sponsors of the tournament to give their support to this biggest event, in the year. And I want to thank also all the WTA staff. I think sometimes we forget them, but they're doing a great job, and I want to congratulate them too, all the physios. I want to thank for sure my staff, especially Carlos, my coach, and Pierre-Yves, my husband. You can't imagine the support you give me since already 7 years, and since we married. Pierre-Yves, thank you so much for everything you're doing for me. I can't tell you. I want to thank also Patty Chebury. He's not here, but he's in Florida. Thank you to him, because he made me stronger. He just helped me to believe in myself, believe in my chances, and I want to thank you, the crowd. You gave me an unbelievable support these 2 weeks. It's a pleasure to play here in Australia. I love it, and I'll come back this for sure with the same pleasure. Thank you very much.